I have the Sunfire MK4 subwoofer since 2001, and just recently it started having this weird problem. So when I first turn on the power, it starts buzzing. It's, very low buzzing noise. But when I touch the input RCA cable here, it goes into this weird convulsion mode, and it wouldn't stop. Okay, so let's try it again. I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on. So it buzzes, not very loud, but if I touch the input cable, you can hear that the noise is quite loud. Since I don't have a schematic to troubleshoot this unit, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and see if I can find something obvious, like damaged component, burned resistor, transistor, blown up capacitor, cracked solder joint. So after about an hour looking around, couldn't find anything obvious. This two main capacitor in the power supply section looks clean, look in pretty much good shape. But when I looked over here, this two mid-size capacitor, I noticed that the end of the capacitor kind of bulging out. Don't look normal. Usually a normal capacitor has a very flat bottom, but this two just don't look right to me. You can see one of the capacitor, the one below, also has some discoloration, so it's a sign of a blown capacitor. So I'm gonna go ahead and I cannot see the value of this two capacitor. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out, look at the value, and see if I can find something to replace them with. This capacitor is glued down pretty good, so it's a little bit of a struggle to get them out. The solder out of the solder joint first is a good idea. You can get the lead loose, and then you can pull them out even with the glue. So rocking the capacitor back and forth and put a little bit of force on it, I can pull it out. And the value for this capacitor is 2200 microfarad, 25 volt. I found in my garage this two capacitor with the same values and rating, but the size is much bigger and I couldn't put them in the same location. So what I did is I soldered them from the bottom of the board just to make sure that this is going to fix the problem before I order the right capacitor. So turning on the power, the buzz no longer there, and if I touch the input, that weird problem went away. So I think the two capacitor do fix the problem. I got this Nichicon capacitor from Amazon. They have 1000 hour at 105 degrees Celsius rating, so I bought 4 of them just in case they don't last as long as the original capacitor. So the two new capacitors are in. They seem to fit quite well. I added some glue to hold them down. So let's go ahead and put this back and give it a test. So it works. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. I will do my best to reply to your questions. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye.